Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. Today's video is all about blush and bronzer. So it's another installment into my September Back to Basics series. Pretty much I'm just going to be chit-chatting about your basic makeup items that you use for everyday routine, starting from foundation, concealer, eyeshadow. Now it's blush and bronzer. The previous videos I will leave a link down below so you guys can check those out. And pretty much for blush and bronzer, I am definitely not an expert in this category, but I'm also starting to appreciate these products in a sense that I'm starting to understand my face. I'm starting to understand the reason why I wear these products, and it's just, there's so many different colors that you can wear and they're pretty awesome. And it can be a little bit intimidating too, but you just have to understand. I think you just need to understand, one, like your undertones and knowing like what colors work for you. Two, understanding the shape of your face and really like checking it out, touching your face and really knowing like what you want, what you don't want. And then three, just being bold and having fun with different colors. So I'm going to start off with bronzer. When you wear bronzer, it's meant to give the illusion that you are hiding and you're giving more like shadow and depth to your face, if you know what I mean. So when it comes to bronzer, you know, there's so many different types of face shapes, and with bronzer, when you apply it, it can be different from one person. It's different from one person to another person. So for me, I have a circular face and I don't have cheekbones. Like you can't really see the cheekbones on my face, and when I wear bronzer, I want to give the illusion that I have cheekbones, and that also I want to like chisel this chubby part right here so I can get rid of it a little bit. And so bronzer helps you do that. And at the same time, like I said, I have a circular face. I want to give myself like a little more of like a shape, more of like not a curve, but obviously like sharper corners here and there. Anyway, standard when you're wearing bronzer, a good trick is to create the number 3, starting from your hairline, working down, and then work your way up into the hairline, and then come back down to the jawline, which is a great way to apply bronzer when you're first starting. But then also you have to understand, like I said, it's all about the shape of your face. So I'm going to talk about the products I like to use. I'm not wearing anything on my face, so I actually want to demonstrate to you how I apply my bronzer. So first off, I actually have different bronzers for different seasons of the year. Summertime, my favorite bronzer to use is Benefit's Hoola Bronzer. And this is actually like my first makeup product I ever purchased after like watching YouTube for a while and understanding, oh, what's out there to try and what can I get a good deal in. So yeah, I actually love using this bronzer for the summertime. Just to give myself some more like shape in my face in the summer, even though I'm already like a little bit tanner. But I don't want to go too dark with my bronzer. I want something just to be a little bit more natural. And with my bronzer, I like to use colors that are matte. Since I have combination to oily skin, I don't want things to have any shimmer in it at all. So I go for matte color. So this is Hoola Bronzer that I use for the summertime. And then for the fall, I like to use MAC's blush in the shade Blunt. Now when it comes to bronzer, bronzer can be in a powder form as a bronzer. You can use a foundation as a bronzer. You can use a concealer. You can even use a blush as a bronzer. It all depends on the shade of, I guess, brown that you want to use. But yeah, I love using this more in the winter time because since in the winter time I am fairer, not as like really fair, but I'm a little lighter than I am in the winter time, and so for that I want to give the illusion that I have the cheekbones, that I want my face to look a bit thinner and slimmer at the same time. But my current jam right now for bronzer is from Benefit Cosmetics. Not Benefit, ooh, I just said that. It's from The Balm. It's Bahama Mama. This is awesome. This is so pigmented. It's kind of redonkulous. So again, another matte brown color that I like to wear. Now when I wear my bronzer, there's 2 different brushes that I like to use. One is from MAC. It's the 168 angled brush. It looks like this. It's very fluffy, and you just follow the hollows of your cheeks and just create that C shape. And another brush I like to use is from Real Techniques. It's their contour brush. Looks like this. It's tapered at the end, so it really helps with coming into the hollows of your cheeks and creating that shape. Now, for me, when I apply bronzer, I touch and feel my face so I know like where I want to apply it. I like to apply my bronzer like right in the hollows of my cheeks, a little bit underneath the cheekbone. Now before, I used to apply bronzer by sucking in my lips and my cheeks and doing a fishy face. So that's where I would apply my bronzer. But lately I've been applying it so that it curves up a little bit, because I also want the apples of my cheeks to stand out a little bit as well. So using the Bahama Mama bronzer and my tapered brush right here, this is very pigmented, so you want to use a little bit at a time. I am going to start on this side, starting from my hairline from the ear. I'm just going to brush down and curve it up a little bit. And I also like to move my face around, because our face is three-dimensional, obviously. We want to see our face and see how it looks when it comes to applying makeup. So I just like to bring it down, and I like to blend upwards, because you want to lift your face. You don't want your face to be saggy and dropping down. And then after doing that, I like to bring it up to the hairline, bring it down behind the ears, and bring leftover color forward. So you can already see a difference on the left side of my face to the right side of my face, where you can already see definition. So that's it for bronzer. Now for blush. I have always been afraid of blush, just because one, I have redness and uneven skin tone and discoloration, and I also have acne scarring. That's along my cheeks, which is really weird, because that's where I would put my bronzer and my blush. So I would never wear blush, and even if I did, I would stay away from the pinks, because I always assume that pink will bring out the redness and will bring out the discoloration on my face, when apparently it doesn't. But again, you have to know the colors that you like and what works for your skin tone. So for me, for the summertime, when it comes to blush, you don't want to put too much. You don't want to make it look like a clown face. You want to make it look like as if it was 7 in the morning and it's 65 degrees outside. You get that nice chill on your face. You want it to look natural. You want to make it look like you're glowing from the inside, Okay, so back to blush. Blushes that I like to use in the summertime. A favorite of mine is Coralista, also from Benefit Cosmetics. It smells so nice, and I like to use blushes that are in the corals rather than in the pinks. So this is one of them. It smells divine. It smells so fresh. And also I do use some blushes that have some shimmer, not too much. But this does have a little shimmer, but I really like the color a lot. Another one that I absolutely love is from MAC, and it's in the color Peaches. Very nice and very beautiful on the cheeks as well. So that's my summertime colors. For the winter, another blush that I really love to use, and this is from MAC, and this is the color Small Vanity. This is a satin finish, and this is more in the mauve colors. I like to wear blushes that are more toned down. I don't need to wear blushes that have the pinks and the corals in it. I like to wear something that's more darker colors, if that makes any sense. But it's not dark on my skin, So yeah, I like this. And my current jam right now is actually a cream blush. This is from Maybelline. It's their Dream Bouncy Blush, and this is in the color Peach Satin. Now, I mentioned this on my Instagram. This is what it looks like, and I love this blush so much. Love it to the point where I'm going to show you how I like to apply my cream blushes. But the brush I like to use when it comes to applying my blush is the MAC 109. This is what it looks like. It's a very small domed brush. And when I apply my blush, I like to smile and just start working here and blending it outwards. Some people like to put the blush right in the apples of the cheeks. Some people like to create a C shape, but for me, I just like to create this straight up and down line and just blend. I don't want to put too much here, because I naturally flush in this area, so I just like to bring it up here. So yeah, this is the brush I like to use. So for the cream shadow I have here, the brush that I'm using is the Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. Now you want to use a flat brush, because this will help distribute the color along your cheeks. So I'm going to dip my brush into the cream blush, smile, apply the color right here, and then blend back and up using creating the figure 8 shape. Now doing it this way will help the blush stay right in this area, and creating the figure 8 shape will help even out the color. Now if you're using a cream blush and you put too much color, you can always go back with your foundation, use the same brush, blend over it again, and then go back to the cream blush again. So I've been loving this cream blush, and I also on my Instagram I wrote if you guys can recommend any other new products that are out there. I did pick up like 2 new cream blushes, but I think like I really want to venture out into this and discover more cream blushes because these are so pretty and these are so fun and these last like all day. This is freaking awesome. Create that figure 8 shape. Don't forget to smile. So there you go. So that you see the cream blush just stays right above the bronzer. Doesn't look out of shape and it just looks natural. Now, the last thing I want to talk about blushes is that, you know, there's so many colors out there. You want to test them all, you want to own them all, but it can just be quite expensive. So for me, I love this blush palette from BH Cosmetics, the 10 blush palette, and it has a lot of colors here that you can try out for all different seasons of the year. I like using this on clients. I love being creative and creating looks for this. I mean, you still even have like a very matte, like mauve brown color up here they can use as a bronzer. But overall, I really love this palette. It's so affordable and it's really great to have if you're just like unsure of what type of blushes you want to own. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very quick and simple. Well, I don't know if it was quick, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave some comments below of any cream blushes that you guys like, or just any other colors that you guys enjoy, and maybe I can try out those products. So again, thanks for watching, and the next video that will be coming up will be all about lips. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!